Okay. Just, now's as good a time as any. Now's as good a time as any. Now is as good a time as any. And the reason is because I'm feeling very intimate and connected to my moment and my body and my community. It is the past. And I don't know what happened. You know what happened because you're in the present. But I'm in the past. I'm just watching fires rage. I'm watching my kaleidoscopic mind dance. Watching the words spill out. While feeling just huge amounts of optimism and gratitude and compassion. It's like I love you and I don't know. And Ariana, you are the best. You're the future. You're the present. You give me faith in your whole generation. Which is my generation too. We're in the same generation. 13 years is not a joke though. But you're at least, I'd say you're maximum like 3 years less wise than me, despite being 13 years younger. Barnaby, are you so cute? I wish you could see this cat right now. He is so cute. Barnes, oh, camera lower. Why did I raise you up, camera? Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, I'm going to read another The Way to Love. Excuse me. And maybe I should meditate. Maybe I should preach. Maybe I should try to bring some other moment back into this one. Barnes. My cute little guy. My cute little guy. Like everything's going to be okay. We're gonna, I guess, have to fight some things out. So much nihilism. And there's more going on than words could ever describe. What else can you do but witness? I was going to sleep. I went on this journey. It happens basically every night now. It's like a cycle. Like I can only go to sleep by meditating or trying to meditate. And find the witness. And the witness is so unstable. It really takes. Oh, kitty witness. Kiki witness. Kiki witness. Kiki witness. See, I get so attached. I'm so attached. Witness isn't attached. The witness just watches the empty form stands by. And then, like, the archetypes emerge. And then the next thing you know, instead of going to sleep, I'm preaching to no one, to humanity, to my own subconscious. Just beautiful, powerful, precise words. Like, literally a minute and a half of, like, it feels like so connected to reality. It's like, get out of bed and fucking turn on the camera and say it if you think you've got If you think you're right there with it, take the energy. Okay, you can't go to sleep. And then the next day, you turn on the camera and tell everybody about things that didn't happen to you. This video is stupid. But I don't care. It is absolutely imperative that I turn the camera on and record whatever feels alive. Because the alchemical process of transmogrifying suffering into useful compassion and helpful energies towards making things better is one I don't know how to finish that sentence. So, there's a way to love, and I don't know where I'm at anymore with this book. Might be, yeah, no looking back. Okay, sounds right to me. No one who puts his hand on the plow. No, I read this. Love your enemies. But I say to you later. Yeah, cat. Oh, yeah, can I show you? I got this plant at a Rite Aid, and it's like, I don't know, my absolute favorite plant. I don't know why. Like, I keep thinking I should take an entire day to sit and just be with this plant. But I keep not doing it because my human mind craves more stimulation. Well, my witnessing spirit couldn't really care less. I search for a deep faith. I mean, my problem, I don't know what my problem is. The words "we're here to learn" keep popping through my head. When you are in love, you find yourself looking at everyone with new eyes. I fell a little bit in love with Ariana during our conversation. I fall in love with people often, but that, so I'm in love right now. When you're in love, you find yourself looking at everyone with new eyes. You become generous, forgiving, kind-hearted, where before you might have been hard and mean. Inevitably, people begin reacting to you in the same way. You soon find yourself living in a loving world that you yourself have created. Or think of the time you were in a bad mood and found yourself becoming irritable, mean, suspicious, even paranoid. The next thing you knew, everyone was reacting to you in a negative way. And you found yourself living in a hostile world created by your head and your emotions. How could you go about creating a happy, loving, peaceful world? By learning a simple, beautiful, but painful art called the art of looking. This is how you do it. Every time you find yourself irritated or angry at someone, the one to look at is not the person, but yourself. Question, John, that's what I was hoping you would presume me to do, but it was totally an unfair presumption on my part, and I was offloading my suffering onto you. Oh, that was the insight while going to sleep. All right, let's listen to what Anthony has to say. So you find yourself angry, you look at yourself. The question to ask is not, what's wrong with this person, but what does this irritation tell me about myself? Do this right now. Think of some irritating person. I'm the irritating person. Sky's irritating. John's irritating. Blake's irritating. My dad's irritating. My mom's irritating. My brother-in-law's irritating. This cat is currently irritating because he's hungry. Okay, so all these irritating people. I mean, I have moments of being irritated by, or of being irritated in relation to, and telling myself the story that they're the result, that they're the cause of my irritation. No, you're not. Okay, there, yeah. Got my moment of irritation. And what does this tell me about myself? Do this now. Anthony DeMille says, do this now. I'm doing it now. Do this with me. I don't know what it tells me about myself. The thoughts that pop to mind are, I am God complacent. Okay. Okay, so think of some irritating person you know and say this painful but liberating sentence to yourself. The cause of my irritation is not in this person, but in me. Having said that, begin the task of finding out how you are the cause of the irritation. First, look into the very real possibility that the reason why this person's defect, or so-called defects, annoy you is that you have them yourself. But you've repressed them, so are projecting them unconsciously onto the other. This is almost always true, but hardly anyone recognizes it. So search for this person's defects in your own heart and in your own consciousness. And your annoyance will turn to gratitude that his or her behavior has led you to self-discovery. I think I forget that I love learning that lesson over and over again. It's every time it's beautiful. And yet, when I read this, Ben's like, oh, this is true. It's like Ben doesn't want to disappear into pure gratitude. Cat, what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about this cat? Oh, come on. I was going to get him licking his butt. Oh, well. Here's something else worth looking at. Can it be that you're annoyed at what this person says or does because those words and behavior are pointing out something in your life that you yourself are refusing to see? Think how irritating people become with the mystic and the prophet who looks far from the mystical or prophetical when we are challenged by their words or their life. Another thing is also clear. You become irritated with the person because she is not living up to the expectations that have been programmed into you. Maybe you have a right to demand that he or she live up to your programming, as, for instance, when he or she is cruel or unjust, but then stop to consider this. If you seek to change the person or to stop this person's behavior, you will not be more effective. Would you not be more effective if you were not irritated? Irritation will only cloud your perception and make your action less effective. It's like, okay. Ben wants to justify no. When you get so subtle and so kaleidoscopic and so multidimensional in your thinking and feeling, as perhaps I am, your spiritual ego rises with your tide of sensitive perception. And it trusts its irritation as spirit irritated by other spirits missing the fact that they are also spirit. But upon Mello was an old Jesuit priest with a lot of contemplation under his belt when he put this together for us. And I have trust and faith that what feels to me to be justified layers of irritation that transcend DeMillo's suggestions here will actually unfold out any way you slice it to be unjustified projection onto a non-existent other. Right, and then Ben gets scared and worried at how difficult and thankless seeming this task will be. And I'll give Ben some credit, because I think that's what gets me here in front of the camera, trying to work these things out. There's some spiritual ego in it. Otherwise, I guess, and I know I want to help. I don't want credit or recognition, particularly. Do I? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, when you say whatever, that means you've really completed your thought and you're happy with it. Okay. Yeah, so avoiding irritation at all costs in your efforts to be helpful. Not avoiding irritation. It's the opposite. It's going into irritation. And thus you will find the lesson Spirit wants to teach you, the lesson you want to teach yourself, the reason for this moment, the point of the game. Okay. Everyone knows that when a sportsman or a boxer loses his temper, the quality of his play goes down because it becomes uncoordinated through passion and anger. In most cases, however, you have no right to demand that this person live up to your expectations. Someone else in your place would be exposed to this behavior and would experience no annoyance at all. Just contemplate this truth and your irritation will vanish. Irritation is a result of the dynamic interaction between multiple parts. And any one of those parts disappear, so does the irritation. Part of that irritating vector is your own reaction. So it's an expansion of perspective to see and hold more at once. Hold your irritation as an object outside of self for a moment. See that irritation. I'm just going to keep reading. Even when I'm miserable, I have a lot of fun. I think. I can feel like the player and the joker. It kind of like emerges naturally in waves, which is nice. Okay. Just contemplate, right, how foolish of you to demand that someone else live up to your standards and norms that your parents programmed into you, ! And here's the final truth for you to consider. Given the background, the life experience, and the unawareness of this person, he cannot help behaving the way he does. It has been so well said that to understand all is to forgive all. If you really understand this person, you will see him as a crippled, not blameworthy, and your irritation would instantly cease. And the next thing you know, you'll be treating her with love, and he or she is responding with love, and you will find yourself living in a loving world, which you yourself have created. And as my city breaks apart a little bit, and as energies manifesting as stories which justify blaming and shaming, spin on their merry way, taking our consciousness as hosts. We're parasitized by our inability to understand how little we know, and our inability to grapple with the intensity of our own internal lives without offloading that intensity onto the target. Something beautiful is becoming. No Joker in sight right now. Not even close. Nowhere near. Irony, be gone. Spray, spray. I'm going to play a little music. I want to play you a song. Hey, hi. Hey there. Hey, my love. What do we want to play? Guitar and tune? No. John, 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 John. Not playing a song. Just fucking around. Make some up. I feel down, but one day I will be a happy, healthy version of myself. And if God demands you know, having moments with myself on camera. Just a reminder, Benjamin, you're doing this for yourself. This is a really bad one to put on the internet, though. It's almost disrespectful. Like, I need to qualify this one, like, don't watch it. Skip ahead when I start to stare. But definitely don't stay till the end. Barnes! Cutie! Whoa, whoa, we're going behind the scenes! Oh my god, he's moving the camera! What is happening? What is happening? He's moving the camera! Oh my god! Oh my god, he's showing us what's happening behind the scenes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, it's tremendous. It's gruesome. It's amazing. It's like, ooh, here, pause. Ready? Look at this. Pause the video. And everything's out of pitch, whatever. I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging, yo.